Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm actually editing and vlogging the video 2 weeks after the race happened. Basically I didn't end up doing any vlogging apart from the race recording itself. I just didn't end up getting around to editing the video for a really long time, but I'm editing it now and yeah, this is me filling in the gaps. So long story short, it's the first crit race, the first circuit race that we're able to do really down at Mountbatten, just like a classic circuit. My long-time viewers will know it's the circle, the D-shaped circle. We go around it lots of times and yeah, it used to be a staple of my racing calendar, and now they're just doing two times 20 minute races. 2 times 20 minutes. It's not ideal. 20 minutes is a bit short, but that's what the rules are because apparently 2 times 20-minute races is safer than one 40-minute or an hour long race. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, to the race. I didn't really have a plan. I just wanted to have some fun, and that's what I did. So let's get right into it. But first,
SIS gel flavor of the week this week. It's Avatar, the Donnie who can bend water, air, fire, and earth. If I can do that, then I'm winning everything, right?
Earth. Fire. Air. Water.
About to get knocked down. Bam!
So we're back into racing. We're having a good time. It's the first proper race I've done, I think, for 8 months I counted. So yeah, it's been a while. Once again, like last year, there's not a huge amount of riders that do this, so they mix the third cats and the E12s, which just makes it a bit more interesting. So yeah, very aggressive race. I decided to stick to the back for the first part, just to warm up, because they moved the race forward, so I didn't have a huge warm up. So I was just warming up, getting used to it. Made a few attacks. Here we started with a 2-up with Jamie. I think he's junior still. Yeah, very strong junior. And yeah, we're getting away with a few guys bridging over. So that was us two for a while. And yeah, it was all aggressive. Got brought back, went off again. And this time with Jacob and, I think, is that Jacob? Yeah, that's Jacob and someone else. So once again on the attack, Jamie, Jacob behind. It's yeah, generally the first 10 minutes of this race was pretty chaotic. Here, yeah, Jamie's off the front, me and Matt chasing, and yeah, again 2-up with Jamie. I mean, I don't really need to call out the shots. It's clear what's happening. We're just going off the front loads, getting brought back. It's we're having a great time. We haven't got a chance to race like this for ages, so it's just literally just having so much fun. Then me, Jacob, Harry, and yeah, we're all on the break. And I think we get a fairly decent gap for a while here. We were off the front for a few laps. There was a fairly consistent chase behind, but as with pretty much everything this race, it ended up getting brought back. Yeah, kudos to my girlfriend, by the way, for filming. We got some pretty good video, and otherwise it wouldn't have been much. Here was the crucial mistake. I was on Jamie. I took a turn in front of Jamie. I peeled off. I saw the other guys chasing, so I decided to let them close the gap. That was a mistake. Jamie ended up getting away solo. I didn't think it'd be a huge problem. I was like, I'll bring him back later. I'll just wait for a good timing. And before we know it, we had the bell, or we had the 5 minutes to go. So here I put in a big attack, try and close the gap. At this point, it was pretty massive. It was a good half a lap. You just saw his head go past at the bottom of the screen. So I've gone absolute full bazinga to close him down. I thought it was 5 laps. It was actually 5 minutes. So it was a bit longer than I thought, but it wasn't enough. I think it was about 3 or 4 minutes by the time I'd made my attack. And as you can see, I'm slowing down with every passing lap, and it's getting pretty painful. And here is where it was final lap. He's had a pretty big gap, so I had to pull the pin. Very sad times, but I didn't even mind that much. It was so much fun. I had so much fun racing. Yeah, it was good times. A little smile as I crossed the line.
All right.
So yeah, P2, we'll take it. Bit of fun, bit of banter, and into race 2. So again, similarly pretty aggressive, and again it was really cold, by the way, which is why I was taking the first part of the race just to warm up, because yeah, it was cold and my legs were not warmed at all. So yeah, pretty aggressive again, and we're just sort of waiting for the right time for things to happen here. But it was ended up just sort of coming back together. This guy was off the front for a while. He ended up getting a pretty big gap. I think people weren't too worried about chasing it for a while. Yeah, so we ended up starting just doing gentle turns through and off to try and bring it down, close the gap. and here's just doing a turn, just trying to get some momentum into the group, and get some cohesion. And to be fair, we actually were working like fairly organised to bring this guy back, so it was cool. Just two groups going off the front. This was where there was a couple guys off the front, just pulling through, doing some more turns. I think there were some people off the front at this point. Yeah, there was one guy off the front again this time, the guy in yellow. At this point, we had a couple guys off the front, my friend Jacob and another guy, and this is where my teammate Pete, I sort of called him to the front, and he started monitoring the gap and keeping it closed. Here was, I was telling him to just go off the front because and chase people down. So final lap now. I did a massive attack. There was a massive gap. I didn't think I'd have enough to make it, but I did a full send sprint at the bell. And as you can see, these are the two guys that are out front. And I was just focusing on their wheel. And I managed to pass my friend Jacob just on this final corner. And that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool way to win a race. Didn't catch my sprint on camera. It was a full Bazinga, 1600 watts. So it was nice. And a little whoop whoop at the end.
Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and more stuff will be coming soon. Hopefully I'll be doing this on a weekly basis. I've missed a couple, but gonna start going to them again. And that's going to be the end of the video, and thanks for watching.